Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Let me go ahead and get a little quick audio check before we get too into the mix. Sounds good, mic good, audio good for the music. Too loud, too low. How am I coming today? No pause, no pause. Let's see. I'll put this full screen actually. Yeah. And then I'll put this right here. Audio good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself in the world. Frontier, Future Soul, Rayhan, hello. Planet Wisp, I agree. Planet Wisp, especially, I like the hub world music for Sonic Colors a lot, actually. For Planet Wisp specifically. So I will agree with you on that. But good morning, everyone. Hope y'all all are doing well. Let's just get right to the meat of it. We have a lot to discuss today. Quite a lot. Let me actually turn down the music for myself just because it's a little loud. There we go. I don't want to blow you guys' eardrums out by me thinking that I can't hear anything. What do you guys want to get started with? We can get started with the whole Rouge thing. We can get started with the Sonic Smackdown thing. Or we can just get started with Racing Cross Worlds, because there's been quite a few developments with that over the past couple of days. Sonic Colors is up there, the best soundtrack. Oh yeah, I would say it's top 5. It's top 5 for sure. I still think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is pretty up there in terms of total soundtracks. But Colors is in my personal top 5 for sure. Unleashed is in there. Frontiers as well. Adventure 2, honestly. And I don't know what that last spot would be. Yes, huge Sonic Racing Cross Worlds info. And I guess we can get started with that first and foremost. Because they have a new animation. And I actually looked it up last night, of course. Let me turn on dark mode. Hold on one second. This is way too bright. I didn't think it was going to be that bright. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. You see, hold on real quick. The thing about Generations is that it's really just remixes. And I'm like, yeah, those can contend for sure. But I feel like they were a little lazy with them. But some remixes are good. Especially the ones in the adventure era. So City Escape is good. Speed Highway is pretty solid, especially if you're, I would say modern Sonic has a better Speed Highway than classic Sonic, but classic Sonic has a better City Escape. But everything else is kind of just like, you know, in my personal opinion. But Generations is a very good one. So I'm not sure how many of you have actually seen the, let me pause that. How many of you have actually seen the animation teaser for Racing Cross Worlds? But let's take a look at that. That's a short version of it. I want the like video version. Here we go. Let me open that up. Make sure it's at max settings. Turn it down a little bit just because. All right. How are we feeling about this? How are we feeling about this? As far as hype, as far as animation quality, and as far as when it comes to you like being a little bit more sold on Cross Worlds. Very short but very good. I agree. I agree. It is, I want to say it's better than the Shadow Dark Beginnings animation, in my personal opinion. But obviously that's a case of like depth versus just pure vibes and aura. And I don't know. Apparently, it's made by the same guys that made Redline. I have no idea what that is, so I should probably honestly look that up. What is Redline? Is it a show? Is there a show called Redline? Hold on. Called Redline. I don't think it's this one. Either way, I like it. I like it. overall, I think it's a good way to get people excited about Cross Worlds. I know they've been doing these animations for, I want to say, since TSR, I believe, or well, Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was like the very first one. Um, what was it, Sonic Mania like Adventures or something like that when Encore dropped or a Plus dropped, and I'm glad that they've gotten upgrades over the past couple of years. But I'm like, just give us a show at this point. Just give us a show if you're going to continuously work with these people. Colors. Planet Wisp and Sonic Generations is kind of just more action oriented, I will say. So I agree. Colors, the dark. So the third one that they've used the dark beginning art style. No, the first animation was like ever was Sonic Mania Adventures. As far as made by like the same team, it may have been Colors. Let me see, because this came out in 6 years ago. This came out, yeah, in 2019. I want to say. Let's see what the 2018. Okay. I think they use it as like a promo for Sonic Mania Plus. Okay, 2018, because Mania came out in 2017. So yeah. No. Yeah, Mania came out in 2017. So that makes sense. That makes sense. It's reversal. Sonic being fast is accurate. That is true. That is true. The colors animation, let me see. Who was that done by? Like what company? This was done by Neko Productions. Let me go back. Oh, do I have to like actually exit full screen? Wikipedia is so weird sometimes. Sonic Colors, right? What was it called? Rise of the Wisps? Yeah. Who was that done by? Because if this is all the same studio, I would genuinely be surprised. Written by Studio Yeti Farm. Okay. This one was kind of weak. The Rise of the Wisp was kind of weak, I will say. Unfortunately. It added nothing to the overall story. It just kind of shoehorned in Metal Sonic, which is unfortunate to say. But it was okay for what it was. I wasn't really looking forward to it after the first episode, even though there was only two. I was kind of like, whatever. And then, oh yeah, TSR. Duh, I forgot TSRs. If I can go back. No? Wikipedia? Thank you. What was it called? Team Sonic Racing Overdrive? Yeah. So Neko, and then we have Yeti. Okay, so Neko, oh. So wait a second, it's 2 for Neko. Does that mean that... Let me go back. Shadow Dark Beginnings. Who was that made by? Studio Gigax. Okay. So there's kind of similarities between at least TSR Overdrive and what was the other one? Not Many Adventures, but there's kind of overlap between the TSR one and this one, but obviously different animation studios. But as far as the character models, they look pretty samey, especially Sonic in his version, in the recent animation. Excuse me. I want to say the Sonic Frontiers. The Sonic Frontiers one was done by Prologue. Oh. Was it in-house? It might have been in-house. I know, Powerhouse Animation Studios. I like them. I like the way they did theirs. Honestly, I think the Frontiers one is probably my favorite. Just because it expands more on the story and everything. So I will say. A salamander? Interesting. There's only a couple of reptiles, but interesting. Yeah, I like the Knuckles one a lot. Between that and Dark Beginnings, though, as far as animation quality, I'm gonna have to go with the Knuckles prologue. Maybe because it's simpler and there's not as much flashy animation, especially in the later episodes, like Shadow had. What was it, like episode 2 and 3, where he was sieging Eggman's base, and then in the third one, of course, with Rouge and Omega in the gun base. But the fluidity of this one just seemed a lot nicer to the eyes. Hold on. Yeah, like the Knuckles one honestly did it for me. Hold on. I really hate that little like dong they have at the beginning. The voice acting is hit or miss, but that's beside the point. Like everything looks not one to one with how I imagined it, but it looks so like biblically biblic I can't say the word biblically accurate to what we know about these environments, especially Sky Sanctuary. Since we've never actually seen Sky Sanctuary in a, I guess, animated space, honestly, aside from this. I'm not counting S3 and K because that was obviously a game, but an ad for Persona 5, yeah, 5X. Haven't looked much into that game. I don't want to get sucked into another gotcha, unfortunately. Trying to be, yeah, but the childs are little babies. Maybe the wings hadn't kicked in yet. Hadn't kicked in yet. Also, I have a theory about Frontiers that I'm like, and it's not really a theory, but it's more so like an observation about Frontiers that I'll probably make a video on, just because there's still so much about that game that, not that we don't know about, but the implications behind why it was made anyway, are very telling, I feel. But I'll get into that, like I said, later. Oh, was he actually floating? I mean, we're about to see right now. Like, we've never seen Angel Island look this detailed. Sure, generations exist, but you see right there, he can't, the wings aren't strong enough. You're telling me in SA2 your child were able to reach the fruit? But I will say, I think what all the animation studios really hit home or capitalize on is matching the environment to the characters that find themselves in them, but they weren't actively front. That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Um, so like Knuckles, obviously serene, more laid back. Sky Sanctuary, Angel Island, etc. Shadow usually finds themselves in darker spaces. Like the entirety of, I think Dark Beginnings took place at night, minus of course when the day or when the sun was rising. So of course there's that. Yo, Akeno, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Today's Saturday. Today's Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Our child sapien. I mean, they're mostly treated like babies. Um, that's a good question. There are some child that are like they seem older, I would say. Especially like in the oh, there's also that child animation they did, Child Tales. Some child seem older and more serious, so I don't know. I want to say that they have ages because they die eventually. Hey, how you doing next? Happy Saturday to you. So they have ages. So I would think so. I would think they get more intelligent and capable as age progresses. But anyway, yeah, I would say each animation studio really, I don't know if maybe they take their own notes or Sega gives them like a storyboard to follow, but I like how each environment matches the characters. And I think Ian Flynn wrote the prologue, so there's that. But the action for Knuckles doesn't kick in. Oh wait, are there? It's July. Duh, jeez, I'm still in June. Is there a beginners tournament this month by any chance? Because if there is, I'll join that. I need to still practice some more, but with enough time, I think I'll be solid. This is always my favorite shot of this animation because it's just like Knuckles knows how to fight. We've never seen Knuckles actively fight in a cutscene format. It's usually just like one punch and then boom, the whole problem is taken care of. But in this case, he's using his capabilities to the fullest. So beautiful. Yeah, if you could slide the schedule, that would be cool. Yeah, for sure. Pretty busy weekend. If you're available during the weekday, we can probably do something maybe like early Monday or Tuesday if you're free. But we can schedule that for sure in the DMs. Wait, you haven't experienced anything made by Ian, really? You haven't read IDW at all? But plus, you played Frontiers, right? I'm assuming 2D animation. Yeah, I'm glad that they started it because is Sonic is an action anime, basically. Not basically, it is an action anime, especially with the Dragon Ball roots that it has. So I'm really upset that we haven't gotten more anime-esque Sonic shows than just Sonic X. And it's really unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate, but I mean, hey, you can't win them all. You can't. So that was the Knuckles animation. Um Also, Tyson Hess is a name I've heard over the past couple of years. I feel like I've seen him before, but I'm not exactly sure who he is or what he does, how he got involved, etc., etc. But and then what was it? I just said the TSR's animation was okay. Let me see. Overdrive. I actually don't remember. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it. But no, just TSR Overdrive. Oh, that's why I spelled TSR wrong. Duh. The complete, sure. I actually do not remember what this entails. Oop, come on. Why is it not going full screen is my question. All right, let's go back. There we go. Sweet. You haven't played Frontier? Ah, okay. Well, IDW is free to read, technically. If you want to go online, if you have the time. I think it's worthwhile. A lot of people have kind of a love-hate relationship with IDW, but I enjoy it for what it is. Oh, you do have an internet connection though, so like I said, you can read it online. Nothing wrong with that. Frontier's not perfect. Oh yeah, no, Frontiers is far from perfect, but I like what they're doing. I like the DNA of Frontiers. I love the DNA of Frontiers, and Shadow Generations kind of went with that, even though it was more so like Boost formula than at Frontiers formula. But I'm very, very excited for the next game, the next Frontier styled game. Now that I'm looking at it, this animation probably couldn't work with like the style, or not style, but the plot of Shadow Generations or Frontiers, honestly. But it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be more colorful and whatnot. Plus, a lot of it is from just PNGs moving. Like, that's just a Knuckles PNG going back and forth. Understandable. To face of nothing else, me was malicious. Hmm? What are you talking about exactly next? What seemed, or was it malicious? Also, is it just me or do some of the cars in the Sonic racing games look a little ugly? Like intentionally ugly. I guess it's supposed to match the character's personality, but I don't like Blaze's Rolls Royce. I get the Oh, okay. I get the idea behind it because obviously she's royalty, and Rolls Royce is like a super luxurious car. So I understand, but hers and Silver's, their car designs are so garbage. Mm. Aquarium Park is good. I do like Aquarium Park. Well, I think the stage music itself, it's okay in comparison to like my favorite thing from Colors is Asteroid Coaster. So I do appreciate that. But the cars, like Frontiers is saying, yeah, they don't look good. Big's car makes sense for Big because he's just big is big. He's goofy. Oh, okay. Ironically, should have stuck with the Rider series. Yeah, I feel like Riders can still make a comeback. A lot of people are like, I wonder if Sega's gonna look at the usage of Extreme Gears and Cross Worlds and be like, yeah, okay, we need to make a new Riders game, which I feel as though they may do. They may do. They may do. I hope they do, but what would you even want it to play like? Because not a lot of people liked the original writers because it was like too difficult to control or whatever. Granted, as a kid, I didn't know how to grind until how to not grind, but how to chain grinds until like maybe 6 months after I even had the game. But I still learned it. Like I was willing to put in the work to learn the game because it was fun. Um, but maybe that's just me. And then Zero Gravity was cool, but once you play a lot of the OG writers and go to Zero Gravity, it's like it feels so much slower. And I've tried the re-graphified mod for Zero Gravity, and it's just like okay, it's okay. I enjoy it, but that OG rider is just something special because the map design of Zero Gravity was not made so that you could be like boosting all over the place. You know, there are long stretches, sure, but there's a lot more turns, and I feel like there's a lot more shortcuts in Zero Gravity, but that might just be me. Who knows? Who knows? mm, so I still place team up Vector. Marine? Oh, don't even get me started with Marine. But Silver and oh, okay, yeah. Actually, now that we're on that topic, real quick, who would if there is a Sonic Heroes remake? Who would Silver? Not even remake. Let's just say another like team-based game. Who would Silver and Blaze even team up with? Marine, like Rehan is saying, I don't think she's coming back. At least in a mainline game kind of thing. Who would they team up with? I know a lot of people want them to join, or like replace another member of a team, but none of them makes sense. Blaze possibly with Team Rose, but then you would have to make Amy the power character. So there's too many factors. I feel. As for Coaster does give off adventure vibes. Also, I remember why I don't like this animation too much, mainly because of the whole shadow thing. But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, the stats in Racing Cross Worlds, because I know they were kind of like that in TSR as well. I I forgot that's where that face comes from. The stats in TSR are interesting because what strengths do the other cars have? Like handling, sure, you can make turns a little bit better, but I feel like the handling stat is really just a crutch until you get better at the game, which I guess is supposed to be the case because not easier characters, but characters like Tails, I think Cream, I want to say Amy is a handling character as well. Maybe they're supposed to serve as like entry level characters to get you introduced to the style of racing in that specific game. But after you figure that out, there's really no need to use them unless there's like some shortcut that absolutely requires you to have like top tier handling. Maybe there's like a 90-degree angle that you have to make a left or right on. Um, but most people are going to use a speed vehicle because more speed, boom. But that's probably also where the whole gear system comes into place. So it's just something we'll have to find out eventually. In the comics, yeah. Okay, Marine, I can. Ooh, a Marine and Tangled team up, especially now that Lanolin isn't. Not Lanolin, but the Diamond Cutters are. Yeah, actually, you make a good point, Frontier. You make a good point. And Planet Wisps, Cyan, the plants. I would say probably Cyan. I want to say it looks like it at least. Oh no, you disagree? Silver Blaze and Tangle. I can see that, but we still have to get Tangle in a game first. That's not a racing game. Maybe that's just me. But maybe that's just me. Also, why did Eggman team up with Zab? Why did Zavok team up with Eggman in this game? I think is a better question. Okay. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like an animation, like a couple episodes in that style could be good. Could be good. Also, I feel like this is an appropriate time to accurately or to say that I've only played TSR like once in my entire life, and it's not even that I didn't want to go back to it. It's just I never bought it. I just wasn't interested in buying it because mainly because of the character roster. But every so often I'll see gameplay clips that make it look fun, but then I'm like, no, I've already pre-ordered Crossworlds. I don't need it. I don't I don't need it. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. There's a reason to try every character. Oh, yeah. So when it comes to the exclusive abilities, like you said, I feel should they bring back all-star moves? I feel like all-star moves were kind of like the blue shell of those games, but they didn't really break anything. Like it got you ahead, but not to the where not like a 12th to first kind of deal. It's like a 12th to like 5th. So I felt like those were accurately balanced. I want to say there were some that were a little broken, especially in the first game. Um, because Shadow going being able to go super and having Chaos Spear, it's kind of like you can ram into people and also you couldn't aim it, but you could toss, excuse me, projectiles and then have that obviously hit people. Um, so there is that, but I feel like in Transform they were pretty balanced. I want to say. I don't think he enslaved him in TSR. I don't know why. Actually, let me Google that. Why did Zabok team up with Eggman? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, okay. I guess he did. Wait, Eggman tricks Sonic and his friends into racing into henchmen so that Ultimate Energy Engine. Oh, okay. So I guess he was just kind of there from what it looks like. According to the wiki. Like I said, I didn't finish TSR. I played it one time, but hey. Yeah, I heard the story mode, you have to complete like several different missions, and that didn't seem fun, like at all. But hey. Hey. My opinions on Sonic game theories, my brother in Christ, that's all I do. Like my channel is all just Sonic game theory. Well, not entirely. I mean, there's, you know, a few deviations here and there. But I usually just do Sonic game theories. Like my whole playlist is, oops. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Either way. Yeah, my whole thing is like Sonic game theories and whatnot, or character breakdowns. So, you know, about videos made by, oh, about game theory. I see. I stayed away from those. I stayed away from game theory Sonic videos. The only one I watched was like, how fast can Sonic go, or like how fast is Sonic actually, something like that of that caliber. But everything else I stayed away from. I stopped watching game theory pretty early on. I really just got into them as a corporation because of the FNAF stuff. I was never one to like play FNAF, but I always thought the lore was interesting. So mainly what I spent my time doing. TF to final boss. Metal Sonic was more of a nuisance than Eggman. Damn. So the side character is more of a nuisance than the main gimmick. I see it. If I the more space, I would lay out the game. Oh yeah, by all means, go ahead next. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Enemies tournament. I can cover it. Yeah, I mean, I did absolutely garbage, but I wouldn't mind doing a little video because my one on this one didn't perform well, but I just enjoyed covering because it was fun. But I can actually go ahead and promo the next upcoming tournaments as well. You sent me the list of things coming up, right? Okay, no. I'll do like one general overview of like why you should play Sonic Racing. Sorry, Sonic Riders Tournament Edition, and then have it be like that. Like, so you can be better than me. Or if you, oh, actually, yeah, I got it. I'll do like not a trailer per se, but like a advertisement for sure. I got you guys. Let me actually put that on my calendar because I was looking for a in-between video to do between this next one and The one I just dropped. So, what's today? The 5th? Okay. That's actually an excellent segue into the next topic. Let's talk about Rouge. Training, yeah, man. I swear to God, I need that. Let's talk about Rouge the Bat really quickly. So, I actually have her on Twitter right here. Don't mind this. So if I can find where people are talking about her recent design. Oh, beautiful. How do you feel about the what about Sponge? Oh, we can. Okay, so SpongeBob very quickly. Actually, all the guest characters in Cross Worlds, I feel methinks the characters in Cross Worlds. No, it's a good conversation topic. They're good for brand exposure because Sonic is already big. However, being bigger is always the goal. So having characters like SpongeBob, I don't know how many people the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, how many younger folks the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to bring in. I am out of the loop when it comes to them, and I have been for like 10 years now. So hopefully that's a good increase. We'll have to see. But when it comes to Avatar, oh yeah, is it enough for people to buy a Sonic game that has or will have the Avatar characters in it? Maybe. I mean, Fortnite has them, I think. Fortnite. Some game has them, but those games are also free and not $60 for the Switch One version and $70 for the other ones. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see. I don't know about them, but SpongeBob for sure. Everyone knows SpongeBob. Like I don't think there's a person on earth who doesn't know SpongeBob, whether they hate him or like him. They know about SpongeBob for sure. Here's the Twitter. Yeah, okay, so I hope it's not like the Twitter, the that side of Twitter, but it's more so just about her design, because I guess, spoiler alert, that's what the next video is going to be on. Because it's been a while since I've done a character breakdown. I want to say the last one was Shadow. I don't have my YouTube channel up anyway. Yes, I do. The last one was Shadow for character specifically. Yeah. The last one was Shadow. Okay. So that kind of works in as well for like the whole Team Dark thing. Oh yeah, guest characters were 100% needed, and they were going to happen regardless, in my opinion. But oh, hold on one second so I can read Nexus. Trading, yeah, speed for more damage, or not more damage, but trading off you being faster for taking more damage. I like that. That's a nice caveat. I hope that's something that they implement as well. They kind of, dude, I want to do an Omega video so bad. I know we're talking about Rouge right now, but I want to do an Omega video so bad, but I feel like there's no way to. I just feel like he's really just I don't know. There's not enough on Omega as a character that I could form thoughts and opinions on that would be groundbreaking. And that's usually how I try to structure these videos, is like providing something new, because there's plenty of character breakdowns, especially on the more popular ones like Shadow and whatnot. To have an Omega one that I feel like is good, I will need to do a whole bunch of time and research, and I have a couple of theories as well about how he was already in the series even before he showed up in Heroes. But I need to organize my thoughts on that. So I may very well, if I feel like I can handle the task right after Rouge. But I've been wanting to do an Omega video for a while. I think as soon as I finished the Shadow one, I was like, ooh, Omega would be fire. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay. Set speed. Okay. So the whole Rouge design thing, the biggest issue is that her back is now covered up. But it's not just that, because as we know, her woman's frontal, aka breast, has been reduced largely, and I don't want to give away too much of what I'm going to talk about, but that is character assassination at the expense of sounding like a gooner, a D1 gooner. When it comes to Rouge's design, And this is all I'll say on it, and then I'll let you guys have your opinions or like talk about it as well very quickly. Or you can just tell me how you feel, if you feel anything. If you don't even feel like it's an issue, then by all means. But it's a character assassination simply because if any of you are familiar with this character, oops. No, is it Carmen Sandiego, Carmen Electra? It might be Carmen Electra. But if any of you are familiar with Carmen Sandiego, the OG one, very much so like, what is it? Femme fatale, sexy but sensual, still knows how to get the job done. And her appeal was not that she was a woman, but that she was a badass. And that's kind of all I can really say without giving away exactly what I'm going to, like, how I'm going to connect it to in a video. So I won't say too much on that. I'm already seeing some comments, so let me go through them real quick. Showing your back considered indecent. Oh, okay. So that could be a way that Sega's trying to, you know, mitigate that. That's a good opinion, but that's a good fact to bring up. Watch it on Netflix. Okay, I still have to watch the Netflix series, but I know that it released a while ago, so I'm excited to do it. Glass cannon now. Yeah, you know, it's like, hey, this woman can do all of this, and she just so happens to be not Carmen Sandiego, but just in general, like femme fatale. So it's like she's fine as hell, but she can do all this badass shit and even take down the MC in some cases. It's like, oh, okay, hello. But your mind, at least for me, the mind goes to like, oh, she's just a badass. It's not even about her being a woman. But when you take away those qualities, I can see why some people are like, yo, why are they butchering my girl right now? Because it's not really about the breasts or the ass or like the back showing. It's more so about a character that was already established in one way, and now they're drastically changing her. If they had switched up a couple of things, like how her outfit from SA2 to Heroes was switched, I feel like that's fine. Her outfit in like Shadow the Hedgehog was absolutely ugly. That purple was not good. And let me actually show you. Shadow the Hedgehog Rouge outfit. Rouge outfit. Because it's not that different from, oh, it actually is that different. So this is her Shadow the Hedgehog outfit. That shit is garbage. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. This one is cool because she's like combat ready, and yeah, she has boobs, but it's like that wasn't the main feature. It's just like, oh, she can do, oh, granted in Heroes, but you know, in the opening sequence she can do all these things. It's just it's so hard to talk about it without seeming like just a horn dog. It's so difficult, but I'm gonna try my best to do it because I think it's a very important aspect of a character, as do a lot of people. Oh yeah, it's definitely possible to connect Carmen and Rouge. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Trust me. I'm gonna find some roundabout way to do it. It's gonna be like the SpongeBob thing where he's drawing all the parallels. Yeah, 1000%. Drop dash or homing attack for sure. Sparkfly. Using the drift as an energy mechanic. Okay, I fuck with it. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very difficult to do, but we're gonna do it somehow. I think this is Rouge from, where is this Rouge from? I don't know what model this is. Is this Sonic Rivals? I can't tell. I know this Knuckles render is from Sonic Rivals, but yeah, I figured that. I think the full screen is kind of screwing me over there. I know, it just opened up a whole new page. Also, this is crazy. This is hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. This is something. The shadow one is something, I will say, but hey, you know. Thank you for the outfit in Heroes to be less revealing, but actually became more revealing. Yeah, the SA2 well, the SA2 one, let me see. I feel like her SA2 one is vastly different from the one she has now. Maybe it's just because of the models, like the polygons, possibly. Let me take a look. Outfits. That's her rider's outfit. She doesn't have those. I like the, oh, okay. I mean, I guess we can look at Sonic and Rouge's outfit. Actually, yeah. Let me see if I can get a 360. Maybe just type in SA2 Rouge. Oh, beautiful. Gallery. Okay, yeah, no, it's just the polygons. It's the polygons that had me confused a little bit. Like, was this exaggerated? Yes. 110%. But how many of you can like precisely say when you were playing SA2, you liked Rouge because of how, I guess, how big her proportions were? Like, they were there and you noticed them, but that's not why you liked Rouge. Unless I'm wrong. You know what? Let me actually utilize the YouTube stuff. Hold on. Poll. I'll put it like this. There we go. Assets, character. All right, we'll start a poll and then I'll put the same thing up on the channel as well. Hold on. Let me go here. Do I have a Rouge picture? I think I have a Rouge picture. Let's do image poll. Sure. For her assets. How would I do this? Do I just grab like a picture of Rouge from... I'm pretty sure I can just copy this or save this. It's a web file. Damn, okay. Let me copy this image. Open Photopea. And then new projects. Transparent. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But I'll do it like this. Exports. And then what would be a good image to show her character? I guess Rouge SA2. Also, we haven't even gotten to the fact that they whitewashed Rouge, but we'll get to that in a second. What's a good image for her? I'm trying to find the one. Ah, here it is. This is what I wanted. Copy, or can I just save this as... Damn it, it's a JPEG. Okay. Fine, I'll make another one. Put that there. And then exports. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go back here. These images are not cohesive at all. And I'll put in parentheses, this is for a video. So we'll see. We'll see what the general populace has to say. But what did I miss? The jiggle yes, the jiggle physics were there. The jiggle physics were there. No faith in people. Let me see. What are the results? Oh, assets are winning? Oh no, it's 50-50. Okay. Well, considering there's 12 of you. No, I'm lying. 6 of you, 7 people in here. That makes sense. So, I mean, you guys kind of gooners, but it's okay. It's okay. I didn't, my sexual awakening when it came to Rouge didn't happen until like well into my teens, like middle teens. So 50-50 is crazy. I will say. I will say. Oh, you guys intentionally tried to tie it with 50-50. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the general people have to say, like on the actual voting on the post. Let me see if anyone's voted yet, just to see. 100% turn off dark mode real quick. Oh wait, I just put option 1, option 2. I'm so stupid. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Delete. Don't mind me. Assets. Character. Can't believe I did that. All right. Boom. Boom. Rouge for her. Assets. I feel like I'm spelling assets wrong. I don't know why. I think it's probably thinking of assessment. Oops. All right, there we go. That's a lot better. So whoever voted, if it was one of you guys, just vote again. That was my bad. I didn't even realize. Yeah, we know why he's there. Turn dark mode back on. Not, hey, don't do it to me, man, please. Please don't do it to me. I'm begging. But yeah, so my awakening for Rouge didn't come until later. And even then, it's like a ha ha he he kind of joke. It's not like a serious, well, you know, she bad, she bad, she bad, she bad. Rouge is bad. Kill me, sue me, sue me. Rouge is bad. However, let's get to the whitewashing of Rouge. Rouge the Bat comparison. SA2 to Generations. I guess this is actually, yeah, this is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. And so is this one. But I can't click on it, but that's okay. Proportion sizes. I feel like, yes, it is okay. It's a kid's game. It's a kid's game. But one, I said when I was in my mid-teens and she's 18, so that's okay. But two, I'm gonna leave that poll up also just because in case anyone new pops in. It's a kid's game, but other games also have their women characters with proportions that are, I guess, on a spectrum of how women appear in the real world. There are curvy women, there are thin women. There are women that are, I was gonna say purple. There aren't women that are purple. Or maybe there is. I don't know. We force 50-50. Don't do that. No, don't force 50-50. I need accurate results for the video, please. But point is, there are women of all shapes, sizes, backgrounds, cultures, etc. When you create a character and you specifically state, yes, she is influenced or she was created by us using the model of a Latina woman, and then like over time slowly but surely whitewashing said woman to appear more white when her original vision was to be, I think she's there was like a specific country that they had in mind, but I can't think of it. 1 second, let me see. What's country was Rouge the Bat inspired by? Oops, I can't even spell. Okay, well, she was based off of Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is like Cuban, I want to say. I can't spell. Is Jennifer Lopez Cuban? Oh, okay, Puerto Rican. Actually, that makes sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. But either way, when you have someone inspired by Latin American descent or from Latin American descent or Latin American cultures, but you make such a drastic shift, like the voice actor is something completely different. Rouge has never spoken with a Spanish accent or has never spoken Spanish, obviously, just the influence is there. So, and therefore I don't think the voice actor like is an issue. Of course, people have their gripes with, is it Karen Strassman? have her gripes with how she portrays Rouge, because Rouge has always had that more central, not husky, but definitely more central voice that, you know, it makes you feel like, okay, she really is like a government spy, but she also might be doing something else. She's probably gonna backstab me here or there. Like, you can, it's the character archetype that she was constructed with. And now she's just kind of here. She's just kind of here. And that's not what I feel like she should be doing. Like, obviously she shouldn't be a part of every story, but the story she is a part of should feel meaningful and put her full displays or full talents on display as a government agent. Like, Shadow Dark Beginnings was a good start to that. And Shadow Generations, like her characterization there and conversations with Shadow, was cool because we got to see a little bit more of that softer side from her, like, not hard shell demeanor, but all of Team Dark has is like, you're not gonna get to know the real me, only a few people get to know that side of me, kind of thing. And she still does that, but it's kind of just like, it feels so watered down. It feels so watered down. What do you think about design? Design a huge part of it. So she did SA2. Well, minus in Sonic Prime. In Sonic Prime, she does not. I don't think she acts the same way. She's more of like the, not dumbfounded one of the group, but at least before they get into the whole like multiverse thing, she's kind of like the haha I'm a spy kind of thing, like ho I'm a Frenchman kind of aspect or whatever. But I think because you might be right, only because she was put at the forefront of stories like SA2 and Heroes to a certain extent. So maybe that is the reason, just because she hasn't been put at the forefront of a story in a while. So I'll give you that point. But I mean, if we're talking strictly about design though, yeah, it's too different. But actually, no, even then, hold on. Let me go back to that. Let me look at all the games that she's been in. Like, she's actually had a part in. As far as characterizations for Rouge, where she is a main character, let's start with that. Sonic Adventure 2 is up there. Sonic 06 is up there. Sonic Rivals 2? I can't really say. About Sonic Rivals 2, but Sonic Generations, hell no. She's just background fodder like everyone else. Sonic Prime and Sonic Dream Team. That's a good good starting point. Let's do that. Sonic Dream Team. Let's go to the wiki. Let me see what exactly her role was here, because I never played it. So let's see. Character, no, I think I need to go to the story, right? Yeah, I need to go to the story. I guess plot. Yeah, I just skipped right past it. That's my bad. Yeah, Eggman traps Cream and Cheese. Sonic tells Amy and Rouge, following Rouge's intel to stop Eggman. Okay, so right here. Right here. Why? Still know nothing about Dream Team. All you need to know is Eggman finds the magic MacGuffin to help dominate the world, but there's a guardian in the with the magic MacGuffin, and so the whole point is to like stop Eggman from controlling the magic MacGuffin. It's kind of just, you know, the same song and dance with Eggman, but it's fun. You know, just it's cool. It gets the job done. So why would Rouge just give them the intel instead of doing something about it? I mean, I guess, but if Rouge is supposed to be a government spy that works for Gun, by the way, why would they not want to stop Eggman from having a device that could possibly help him take over the world? And Gun is the most useless organization in this series, but that's that's a conversation for another day. So maybe honestly, Guns Rouge's incompetence when it comes to doing stuff on her own stems from Guns' incompetence as an organization. So maybe that's where I'm getting, you know, my ducks misaligned, possibly. But anywho, um, yeah. Wait, why does Gun not get involved? Because now I'm stuck on that. Like, yeah, Cream was hijacked, and sure, she would want to tell Sonic and whatnot. But okay, there's really no reason for her to be in here outside of that. Because one, why would Vanilla not tell Sonic? What the? Wait a second, hold on. The story of Dream Team is pissing me off now. Wait a second. Was yeah, I the whole that might stem from just the like the Sega team, the Sonic team issue of not wanting humans, but wanting humans. They're weird right now. Who knows? So, story story conventions of Dream Team aside, Rouge, as far as I know, doesn't really do anything here. Let me see about when Sonic and Amy get them. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so the little Dream Guardian tells Rouge, or like implies that Rouge isn't pure hearted, which is, I guess her intentions aren't always clear, so I get that. Um, Dream Factory, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's not much here. Yeah, outside of a few notices or a few like dialogue things here and there, there's not much. Hmm. Yeah, there's not much here, unfortunately. So is it all design? Oh, okay. I hate how Wikipedia does that. Let me just go like this. So is it really all just design? Is that what we're getting at here? Reach the back comparisons. Well, let's go back to Twitter, see what they got to say. So the issue seems to be mainly with like censorship, I want to say. Because the art is nice, I will say. But this is what I'm assuming. I can't remember what exactly her back looks like, but I'm assuming this is what it's supposed to be. Quarterback design looks worse. From a design standpoint, yes. Wario cheeked up. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. Okay, so it's all about the back in this case. But before that, it was the boobs, so. Yeah, I had a couple of things I thought saved, or not saved, but in order. But I guess when I updated it to latest, it kind of just went all over the place. Are these redesigns? I kind of rock with this. I kind of rock with this. Wait, monster truck longer than 10 seconds. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so you're going into each. Okay, so like you said, each character having specific ability or like unique abilities. I like that since Tails can tinker with things. I like that one specifically. Yeah, the artist wants to make her more fun with the big boss at the top is restriction, that sort of thing. But like, what has Sonic Team CEO changed? Obviously, you know the director or not director. Takashi Iizuka replaced Yuji Naka back in like what 2006, 2008, something like that. So he's been at the head for a long time, but I don't think Takashi or Iizuka like cares that much. At least he doesn't appear to care that much. So it has to be someone at Sega themselves. But even then, if we look at other characters like, let me see. Sega, let's just do Sega characters. I want to do Sega characters of like the modern age. Because this is just going to show me Sonic characters, I'm pretty sure. Let's do non-Sonic. Oops. Non-Sonic Sega characters. Oh, okay, wait, no, these are fan-made characters. Hold on, wait a minute. Here we go. Training pages. Because Sega has their hands on a lot of franchises. I need something that's more uniform. Hold on. Bayonetta is a Sonic character, but it is a rated M game, so I suppose that makes sense. So the photo audience, maybe a few new parents. But like, how many people, like, in how many scenes is Rouge there? Especially in like, okay, if we're talking 2000, yeah, from 2011 to 2021, so a decade, Rouge was like nowhere to be found. No, Bayonetta is not a Sonic character. But Rouge was nowhere to be found. Like Generations, yes. Forces, sure. But in Forces, she had like 2 scenes. What, maybe 3 animated scenes, I want to say. When, what was it? I think all her like animated scenes were at the end of the game when they were about to go to war with Eggman, or when they went to war with Eggman, and then at the very end where Sonic gave like that speech about, yeah, no, it was a Freudian slip. That's my bad. And when Sonic gave that speech about caring for like the environment, oh, we have votes. Okay, oh wait, okay, it's for the assets. You guys are a bunch of horn dogs, I must say. Let me see. Let me just go through this. Alex Kidd, sure. Sonic, yeah. But obviously Sonic Team doesn't have any issues with bustier characters because the new chick from that Tales 2 episode had bigger breasts, so that's not an issue. Plus the whole Yakuza series is legit based in some of the scenes are based in the red light district of Japan. So it's like, what are we really worried about here? Once again, Sonic or Kids series, sure, but the chick from Tales 2, what was her name? Professor Tori, I want to say. Like, this is official art right here. Wait, no, it's not. I'm lying. No, yeah, it's official art. Oops. Crystal, official art obviously has, you know, members up top. Then you have, let me see. Vanilla isn't really exposed. Yeah, she's more laid back, minus the fan art. So there's that. So I'll give him Vanilla. Yeah, Vanessa Tori. I just said Professor Tori because I think she's at Spagonia right now. Let me just look up female Sonic characters, honestly. I hope this doesn't give me anything like real crazy. We're not counting Archie because Archie is no longer canon. If it was something, I'll put it to you like this. If it was something along the lines of like Amy, then I can understand, because early SA2 or early like Sonic was kind of was kind of crazy with Amy, specifically SA1. I want to say Sonic Shuffle, SA1, and SA2 were kind of crazy with like the upskirt shots of Amy. Like I think in her was it her win animation for SA2? Like they had an upskirt shot of Amy, and I'm like, whoa, wait. She's like 12, dog. What's going on here? But early 2000s, some people are gonna be like, yeah, you know, that's just what the case is. Let's go with who else? Is Lanolin? I mean, Lanolin has exposed skin, but I guess more so combat oriented. So I guess that's the problem with Amy's dress. Yeah, but now everything is like they do the Mario or like, yeah, they do the Mario approach where everything is black underneath, so you can't see anything. Which I don't know when exactly was implemented, but it was implemented at some point. Let me see. Dawn. Okay, these are like every single character, Archie and otherwise. Drip boost lasts 5 seconds normal. Knock erases away. Boost nuts down damage. Ooh. Yeah, I think power characters boost should do damage. That's actually that's a good addition. If that were to happen, that'll be pretty cool. Amy Rose. Yeah, I want something that's more uniform, dude. And then we won't stick on this too much longer just because it is a topic once again that I have to go into. But Sonya, female Sonic characters. Yeah, I guess Rouge was the only one, but even then, that's only something that hammers home the point even more that we need variety, because not every woman is just copy and paste. Like obviously child, but then we have Blaze, Amy, I guess if you want to count the Archie characters, Sally, Bunny, my bad. I don't know why I said Bonnie. Nicole is a program, I'm not going to say that. And then Sonic's sister, just as a few examples. Like they all have uniform body types, which that's not realistic. Especially even for a kids game, that's not realistic. A lot of kids games have different proportions for their male characters, so why would they take it away for the female characters? To me, it doesn't make sense. And I think that's the perfect way to like cap it off, unfortunately. When I search female Sonic character and go to images, I can't go 2 scrolls without seeing some weird ass fan art. Yeah, that's why I like wanted to stay strictly like right here on the home page. But yeah, I think that's a good way. That's a good way to cap it off, I feel. And then lastly, my guilty pleasure for the past like week. Ultimate Sonic Smackdown. Ultimate Sonic Smackdown. Actually, before we do that, I want to see how many votes we have. Okay. See, everyone not in this stream right now has common sense. Character, not assets. Character, you horn dogs. But Ultimate Sonic Smackdown. How do y'all feel about this? How do you feel about, if you've played it or if you've seen it, how do you feel about what you've seen? Let's end that poll. Let me actually screenshot this as well, just so I can show, or not show, but have the metric up. Yeah, I'll keep that. Also, your theme is kind of garbage, Ori. I'm sorry. Let's go Rumble Rave. Rumble Rave is good. Awesome. Okay. Let me actually put that as another poll up. Hold on. Just so, once again, people can answer. Start a poll. Oops. All right, there we go. Put that up. Played it. Granted, it wasn't very good, so I had a good time. Okay. Made it very clear that I have to choose a character. Okay. So. Why? Okay, so Frontier, if you feel like you weren't very good at it, Why do you feel like that was? Do you feel like it was because the control scheme was too complicated? Are you just not a fighting game player? And it's like, there's no wrong answers here, so feel free to be as like honest as you want. Because I don't know if devs are even going to see this, but just in general, it's good to have feedback somewhere out there in the world. Because I was on keyboard. Okay. I think it looked fun from what I saw, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So keyboard, yeah, controller would probably be better. Or if you are, you know, if you want to join the dark side, you could always get one of these. You could, you know, you hear that? You could always join the dark side. No, don't let me convince you. So yeah, it would be a lot better on keyboard, but I feel like there is some good stuff going on with Ultimate Sonic Smackdown. I don't want to say it feels smoother than the original. However, well, not however, but because there are some kinks that need to be worked out. Like Knuckles, for example, does not have that many moves, or maybe I'm just not inputting the things correctly. But Knuckles feels a little bit stiff compared to everyone else. Yes, he probably hits harder than them, but he just feels overall not as fun to play. But that could also be a skill issue, and I just need to hop back in the lab with him. Sonic and Shadow feel great. Eggman, haven't really tried out. I'm not a big heavy character. Same thing with Mecha Sonic, not a big heavy character, but from what I've seen, Mecha Sonic's combos are kind of cut and dry, and I'm not the biggest fan of them. Let me pause this. No, Metal Sonic's 100% going to be in it. Have you played the original Sonic Smackdown, or have you seen the original Sonic Smackdown? I'll go to the announcement trailer. I did the thing again. Okay, hold on. Because the game looks good. It looks good. I mean, granted, the backgrounds are all from the original, but oh, you haven't seen or played the original? Really? Okay, well, I'll have to show you what that looks like after this. I like the 3v3 mechanic. Although I wish, once again, the backgrounds were a little different, but I get to cut down on development time. They had to reuse assets. Completely fine. And I mean, Knuckles does look saucy, so maybe I'm just not good with Knuckles. Who knows? I do like that they got rid of the Marvel vs. Capcom, or just like the hodgepodge of character choices that they had from the original, because the original really just played like Ultimate Marvel 3 with some moves from like Smash Bros. Like, for example, one of Amy's, I think was it her level 1 or level 3? I think Amy's level 3 played, or was like basically Ike's Final Smash from Brawl, or like from Smash, I wouldn't say. And that was kind of like, okay, I guess so. I wish there were some more mouth animations, but I get it. Free projects, can't really have that much going on. But as far as criticisms about the actual game, I don't really know. Aside from Knuckles feeling a bit stiff for me, I feel like sometimes my inputs don't go through. And yes, it's an alpha, so that'll probably be fixed in a upcoming patch or like update at some point. But sometimes the moves feel stiff. I have to test it out with a few more controllers just to make sure it's not me, like, wholeheartedly. But I don't think it is. So we'll have to test it out and see. Might test it out on stream for a little bit as well, since we have the time. But the new one the day it came out. Yeah, I think someone in-house did the What I Made of remix, and I do appreciate when fan projects do that. Underwater driving. Oh. I've never seen a ratio that was 100%. Damn, how many votes does it have? Oh, okay. It's only 2 of you that voted right now, so it's okay. But the original Sonic Smackdown, for you, Frontier. This is probably just gonna be oof. Sonic Smackdown trailer. This is okay. Release trailer. Here we go. I hate. Why does it do that? So it's literally the same thing, just one on one versus, 3v3 total. And the moves being kind of copy and paste, like I said. So like Knuckles is just Ryu with his ultimate. Tails is pretty solid. Range character for sure, but you know, Metal Sonic right there, SPO Big. I think Big was a grappler, I want to say. But this is all the characters they have, at least in the initial release trailer, but they had a whole bunch more. I think Rouge was just basically Morrigan from MVC3. And the ring mechanic where you can get your health back was okay, but it felt kind of like a weird addition since you couldn't really collect rings all that much. It just prolonged the inevitable, which is fine, but it didn't. I'm glad they removed it, is what I'm trying to say. Play more to get good. Yeah. Shadow's blue style looks like Mephiles. I do like the blue tones that they gave him. So what do you think overall Sonic characters focus on trip? Yeah, I like the as far as Unix, I do like the what is it? The variation that you give the characters because it feels true to them as individuals, especially the Knuckles one. The Knuckles and Tails one specifically. I'm like, that makes sense. They probably should play like that. But as far as balancing, that probably would be an issue. Maybe that's why Sonic Team hasn't implemented it. But I like it. I like it. It gives them the like speed, power, not in this case, speed, power, flight kind of like dynamic as well. Each being strong at one thing rather than being good at everything. It was more fleshed out. The original Sonic SmackDown was more fleshed out. Um, oh, perfect. There's actually a video for Ultimates. It was more fleshed out, but it also took a lot of moves from other games, and a lot of people weren't really liking that. So, you know. But the animations in Ultimate Sonic SmackDown look better, I want to say. Because some of these, looking back on them, they're like, they look okay, but whatever they did to change things up did them a few favors, more than a few favors. So I remember Ultimate Sonic SmackDown is in its alpha phase right now. Okay, Sonic, we get it. You have specials. I don't think I've ever seen that move before. So I think that's pretty much a Hulk move from MVC3. That I don't know whose move that is. And then the Shoryuken. But like it kind of makes sense for what Knuckles would do, you know? So this is from 5 months ago. So we have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Shadow was Virgil from MVC3, if anyone's ever played that. And then Metal Sonic is there. This one, this game released, I think, like during COVID, so like 2020, 2021. And then they continuously updated it. So Metal Sonic is 100% gonna be added eventually. I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the next batch of characters, because starting off with the 5 characters is pretty good for an independent fighting game. Especially one where you presumably had to go back in and fix a couple of things. Who else? Omega. I can't remember what Omega played like. That's Iron Man ult, sure. Was he a grappler? I think he was Potemkin, basically. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Rouge. She's like a mix of Morgan, but also Chun-Li, kind of, sort of. It's pretty solid, though. Yeah. And, it's like Morgan, Cammy, kind of, sort of. Oh, so this is the Amy ult that I was telling you about, where she just does great ether from Ike, or like steals Ike's great ether. Not this part, obviously. There we go. And it's just like, Yeah. But I mean, I get it. Oh, that's a new one. That's just the Omega one, but big. Okay, he has the Phoenix right kind of thing. I've actually never seen Big like in play at all. Oh, that's a custom character. Adelaida. It's the original developer of Sonic SmackDown when it was making their own fighting game. And so Sonic, funnily enough, Sonic SmackDown started off as a like they put skins on the people from their own fighting games, and so that's one of the characters they were supposed to have in their own fighting game, just like as an anthropomorphic animal. That's pretty much it. There's a disappear. The time is over. Combo. That's fair. I think the best one, like I said, was probably Knuckles. I would say. I forgot Cheese was playable, but she's. I think she plays like she's a puppet character, but it's like a Tron Bond kind of mix. Anyway, Blaze is just Akuma. Who else? Silver's in here as well. He's kind of a mix of a couple of different characters. Mighty the Armadillo was in here as well, but he doesn't look like Mighty. He looks like I don't even know what he looks like. He kind of plays like the Mii fighter from Smash. Yeah, from the moves, that's kind of what I'm getting, if I remember correctly. Minus that's a Hulk move right there. Yeah, that's like Mighty's weird cousin, uh, Fighty. I don't know. I tried to make a joke and it didn't work out. SPO was cool as fuck, but SPO was so fucking hard. Dude, oh my god, SPO was so difficult to play. Maybe I'm just not good at ninja type characters, but he was so fun. Fun yet difficult. Yeah, he plays like what's her name? Not Tsubaki. There's a ninja girl from Street Fighter who I can't remember. But he plays like her, then Strider Hiryu from Marvel vs. Capcom. Mega Sonic, of course, we already know he's there. Mega Sonic has a shit ton of moves. Metal Sonic, this is for you, Frontier. I think he does have a move. It's like a normal where he can grab you with the fish hook. I'm pretty sure he does. Does he have a level 3? I can't remember. I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think he has a level 3. I do like the Eggman mech in Ultimate Sonic SmackDown more because this Eggman mech looks funny as hell, like in all the bad ways. In all the bad ways. He's also just kind of Sentinel, but that's okay. That's okay. The Scream was a bit interesting as well, I would say. That's also another Tron Bong. Let me see. Chaos was in here. I forgot about that. I forgot who he played like. They updated the model though, it looks like. Because he didn't look like that before. Ah, he played like Venom. That's right. Yeah, Ultimate SmackDown design is way better. But it shows that they're, improving. And I'll show you, like, you can kind of tell how many characters roughly they're going to add in. I'll show you when we get into the game. I think that was like a Terry special. Emerald was here as well. You can kind of copy just everyone. Hip hop design is very well done. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, the Eggman design was very much so needed. Emerald was just like the 12 of characters, the guy that can copy moves and all that. So I didn't realize he had this many fucking moves. Yeah, Emerald can just copy all the character, or he has most of the characters' moves. So he has like a shit ton of specials. Oh, sure. Oh, it's fine. It's no deal. I think there's only a couple more characters anyway. Yeah. The Knuckles one. There's like, oh, I've never seen his level 3. Is that just a, oh, is that just, hold on, is that just a suicide? That's just a suicide. Wow. But I don't see a circumstance in which that doesn't kill your opponent, so. Okay. Here's that custom character, or that character you saw. Yeah. So this character is technically in ArcForge's like other game, like official game they created. I like the design though. It's kind of like a like Valkyrie from Thor. Also just the Ike ult though, so you know, there's that. I would think so, since it's so hard to hit. Since Emerald did move kind of slow, it would probably count as a win for you as long as you hit them. If you don't hit them, you probably just self-destruct. Also, Balon from Balon's Wonderworld is here. I've never actually touched him because no, I don't like the design of the character. Not what they did with him. I just don't like the design of the character. Like his outfits, just not for me. Oops. That's just Hell Grenade from Piccolo. But yeah. So Ultimate Sonic Smackdown. It's something. It's something, all right. Okay. Let me see. Overall, though, I think they're going to go in a good direction. I'm part of the Discord, obviously, and I saw that somebody was working on, I can only assume, is what is a character. But we shall see. We shall see. Next update will probably come sooner rather than people think, since they already have most of the characters they want. But speaking of which, let's go ahead and hop into a quick match. Let me go to my Steam. 1 second. Do I have that other cord in here? I do. Okay. Beautiful. Let's take a look. Library. All right, let me get this set up and I will be right back. Just 1 second. Duh. There we go. My mic is on now. You can kind of tell how many characters they are going to have based on the slots they have available. So roughly that's about, and let me turn this down just a little bit now that I'm looking at it, or now that I'm listening to it. Let's go here. I would say on average, maybe about, not on average, but 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that makes sense for 34 characters, kind of makes sense for a 3v3 total fighting game. I wish it was divisible by 3 exactly, but who knows? Maybe that will be something they input in the future. Oh, another issue that I have is that the characters you can swap your buttons, but if you swap, I think your assist buttons, you won't be able to use them. So I don't know if that's going to be something that gets implemented in the future or what. So we'll just have to see. Let's do, I guess I'll try out Eggman just because. I'll try out Eggman and Mecha. Let's do bust off, flip kick, rising saw. Yeah. Ready? Uh-oh. Did I go to local play? Yeah, I think I went to local play. That's my bad. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why my keyboard. Oh, God. Okay. Oops. Frames? That's not good. Why are my frames so bad? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what I just did, but I did something. Bind currents. Go to training. Let's go here. It's bad again? Really? Huh. What about now? Is it better? I think when let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me put this on so I can just have something in the background. Skip that. We'll go there. Wait, what? Hold on. Are the frames good? No way. Does the game lag my frames for my camera? No way. Wow, the game lags my frames? Okay. I don't know what to do about that. I guess we can't play. That's so weird. Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. Huh. Is that just any game? Hold on, let me try booting up something else real quick. Let me try booting up. What's a good game I can boot up? Let me unplug that. Okay, let's try this. Let's do... Oh no, it's really just that game. Wow. Okay. Huh. Well then. I guess we'll play a little bit of Sonic Dimensions, I suppose. Turn this down for myself. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. I'll have to figure that out. I wonder if it's like a me issue or if it's a everyone issue. But we'll play a couple of... I think we'll do one playthrough of this. I'll time myself, but not with the official whatchamacallit, just because I don't have it set up. So I'll just time myself with a regular stopwatch, as we can see right here. So, all right. In 3, 2, 1. Man, I was really looking forward to that. Okay, I might have to bring that up to them in the Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I have not seen the new not season, but the new pages. Are they good? I forgot I can't go for that. I think I should be able to, yeah. Let's go this way. Oh, okay. They're good. All right, all right. Are they back on Sonic's planet yet? I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but actually that might be a spoiler, so don't mention it. But I'll take your word for it. I do need to catch up on it, so I'll probably read it today, honestly. Oh, okay. Ooh, how much was the physical copy? Is it still pretty decently priced? Damn, I've never actually been down here. Okay. Also, I have enough to go super. I'm just not going super for some reason. There we go. Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, fuck that up. Well, that's okay. $10. I feel like for a comic book, that's not the worst. Maybe that's just me talking, but... All I'll say is DC Heroes are still on Sonic's World. Okay. So, I mean, out of, like, we saw that there was going to be, like, 6 issues, I want to say. So, they're probably going to have that be wrapped up pretty soon. Man, I really want to play Sonic Smackdown, dude. That's unfortunate. Oh, shit, hold on. Starlight Speedway. Also, I don't know why I feel like the game is running a bit slower.
Very well. Let's do this.
Maybe it's just my imagination. Or maybe I'm just going slower because it's been a while. Oh, okay, never mind. I think my PB is like, what, 19? Possible? Oh, okay. Hello, sir? Shadow. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I'm just gonna restart.
Let me show you what ultimate power is.
Yeah, because I don't know the bottom path at all. Cover says out of 5 on the first page. Okay. Yeah. There's probably 6 issues. Maybe the 6th issue would be like a special kind of thing. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I can't hit that. That's okay. Yeah, thought I could get that. Man. Am I dead? Wow. I didn't think the little dash would get me that point. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like... Is the game running slower? Okay. I guess I'm not Shadow. That's cool, though. Go that way. Alright, there we go. Yeah, might be a special. Who knows? I would hope so, at least. Because it's a pretty big event. That'll probably last until... They've been really releasing the issues like, what, once every other month? So this will probably go till October, maybe. So Halloween special, possibly. Also feel like I should have gone super, but it's okay. 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Jesus. Okay, got that. 138 isn't the worst, but I died, so it could have been a lot faster.
Let's get this over with.
Definitely missed the mark there, but it's okay. Also love like the little, oh damn, wait a minute. The little rings that just tell you where you're supposed to jump. Sometimes they're misleading, but I guess that's intentional. Alright. Increase my speed just a little bit.
Nice.
There we go. I wonder if there's a way to skip that little section right there. Probably not. Also with Shadow, it most definitely is faster just to homing attack there. Oh, come on. Frontier, I have to ask though, who is the star of the show so far for you when it comes to the DC crossover? Happened. Oh, because I'm assuming, do they cover the the Sonic Heroes? Do they cover Sonic's group and DC's group at the same time? Just, you know, on different Earths, technically? Okay. 7 minutes thus far. I can maybe make this into a sub 20, I want to say. You'll see. Damn. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably read them for free. I can explain without spoiling. Okay. Well, I'll take it. Just from the little screenshots I've seen on Twitter, I kind of already know what happens or like what you're referring to. But for the sake of anyone else who pops into chat, I understand. Maybe it's just the fact that I haven't played Shadow in a while. I was playing Sonic last time, I want to say. Okay. I feel like that was so slow, but it was, I don't know. Weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. I know there hasn't been any update to it, so maybe I'm just tripping. Okay, okay. I respect it. Love me a good Speedy Boy face off. I think this is, yeah. And then do I go lower? Yeah, I go lower right there. Beautiful. Okay, or I can just miss it. That's cool too. That's cool. I know there's a way to sneak up there, but I'm just gonna go this way. Was that technically faster though? There we go. That's probably faster by a long shot as well. Damn. Almost had it. And then I think, yeah. Oh, damn it. Okay. So I have to do like the little stomp there. I've seen the cover for the wait, is the new IDW issue out? I've only seen the cover where Sonic and Tails are like at the carnival or whatever. So has there been something else regarding that? That's a S. X? Yeah. Not by any means a personal best on the stage, but Cool Edge, I find it really hard to enjoy this stage. Maybe if there is an update for Act 2, who knows? Whisper. Oh, I've seen the stills for it or the images for it. I know what happens. To say the least. To say the least. There we go. I probably should have tricked there. That's okay, I'm Shadow though. Okay. Oh no, I'm pressing the boost button. I think I've only ran out of rings on this stage like one time, possibly. Damn, almost had it. There we go. A little bit faster. I hope. And then I think I should be coming up on... I lied. There's something over here like as Shadow that screws me over, but I don't know exactly where it is. If I go up here? Yeah. There we go. Well, the rule of thumb when it comes to on-screen deaths or like deaths in any medium, entertainment medium, if you didn't see a body, it didn't happen. But I know that that's something they've been working towards for quite a while, so they may very well just be like, you know what, that's the end of the story for that group of people, which would be cool. You know, I would hate for an ass pull to happen, but this is comics that we're talking about, so you truly never know. Oh, so you want to jump over that? Okay, interesting. I didn't think that was something you wanted to do. I don't know if that's useful or not, honestly, but we'll find out. And I think this way is faster. Okay. Stopping there is probably faster as well, but it's alright. Can I transform after this? No, I'm gonna be up in the sky. Yeah. Okay. This one I know I can though. I think no, this is the slower path. Damn it. Yeah. Slower path. Fuck me, dude. That would have been bad if I missed that. It would be, but once again, the rule of comic books or rule of entertainment, if you don't see a body, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I hope so though, like I said. It would be truly beautiful for that to, you know, just be the end to that storyline, because it did kind of drag on. I wish they used the characters a little bit better, but what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get?
Let's get this over with.
Oh, damn it. I missed it all. Yeah, I missed everything. Oh, I don't have enough. Damn it. Okay. Now I have enough, but it's kind of too late for that. Oh my god. Okay. The more I play Shadow in this game, the more I'm like, he's probably not the best person to go with. It's like aerial mobility, wonderful, beautiful, but sometimes his movement just kind of fucks you, and in all the wrong ways. Oh, okay, sure. Okay, up here, and then this is where the little jump is, right? Or did I already pass that? I can't remember. No, I didn't. It's right here. So glad I found out how to actually make it up there. Well, actually, Ian did confirm, not confirm, but he also said the same thing in one of his podcasts. He was like, I mean, you never know. If there's more to tell with that story, then possibly. But as of right now, Starline is effectively gone. So he played both sides. He was like, yeah, he's gone, but also we don't know if he's gone. So it's really up in the air. Okay. And then it's Jungle Joyride and Null Space, right? Or Null Zone, whatever it's called. Yeah. Yeah, Jungle Joyride is easy. Well, as long as I don't mess it up. But with Shadow, it should be easy.
Let's get this over with.
And probably should go super like right now. Oh, not if I do that. There we go. Actually, no, I go this way. What happens if I go this way? What's over here? Oh, not a damn thing. Okay, well. I'm glad I got to scratch that itch, because I would have been screwed up trying to figure that out. There is a way to get that, and I just have to figure that out. PXA. X. That's always scary whenever my brain can't comprehend fast enough, like exactly what the letters and numbers, what the letters are. Okay, glad I got that at the last second too. Finally didn't stomp there. Jesus, I've been doing that way too often. Okay, probably could have kept that going. All right. And then there's another jump right here. Okay, well, Shadow, dude. Shit, am I screwed? Nope. Barely. Almost was. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Also, I feel like these are the Shadow voice lines from Sonic 06, it sounds like. Maybe Sonic Heroes? Oh, I'm already at 20 minutes. Yeah, no, this is a wash. It's okay, though. Alright, that should be it, I want to say. Yeah. That might be an X rank, right? Yeah, it's an X rank. Oh, yeah, 300,000? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, Null Zone. Let's cap it off.
Let's get this over with.
There's a jump, like, right... No. I think it's right after this. Yeah, there we go. Don't know exactly how much time it saves, but it saves time. There we go. Wonder if I can get a PB on this. Oh, wait, that's a ball. Oh, wait, I'm super. Duh. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I can't talk PB if I'm just, you know, screwing myself over like that. Okay, well. There we go. It's so weird to get that right, dude. Shout out the super form.
Nice.
Okay. This is fine no matter what I do. In fact, oh no, I can't even hit that. What if I could have died there? I was about to get crushed, so probably. Okay, well. I guess it's lower path. Holy shit, Oh no, dude. I love platforming in my Sonic game. Am I gonna be able to see this? Oh. Jesus Christ, that takes so long in comparison. Wait a minute. Did I just... Did I just find a shortcut? By trusting my gut? I think I just found a shortcut by trusting my gut. Holy shit. Huh. Those are like the comments. Give me 1 second to read that. Oh, okay. Yeah, stage is pretty much done. There we go. Yeah, and that's no one's fault but Sonic Teams. Like, they wanted to make the comics canon to the series, and to have Frontiers be like the endpoint, not endpoint, but you know, saying that yeah, this is after the comics, like way after the comics. They kind of wrote themselves into a hole. It's like, how do you... One of the ways I can see circumventing the issue of people not knowing who the IDW characters are is if they were to... Actually, yeah, let me record this. Hold on 1 second. This is good content right here. Good question, Frontier. Good question. So the only way that I can see Sonic Team not writing themselves into a hole with the IDW characters in like the mainline games is if they were somehow able to introduce the characters in a new mainline game, right? But have a tie-in comic to go along with it. But I don't know if they'll ever have the IDW comics actually catch up to the main continuity. Not the main continuity, but the main game. So they may just relegate all the IDW characters to side characters from now on, but only time will tell, unfortunately. But Sega and Sonic Team definitely did write themselves into a hole when it comes to that side of things, unfortunately. So it just what happens. But yeah, a tie-in comic would be good though. A tie-in comic would definitely be good. Also, congratulations, Frontier. You're gonna be part of the shorts material. Hold on. Get you your honorary screenshot. Hold on 1 second. But yeah. It's really weird. I hope they're able to do it in a graceful manner, but like I said, only time will tell. Only time will tell. I didn't even stop the timer yet, but that speed run was garbage anyway, so it's completely okay. Completely and utterly okay. But yeah. Unfortunate. Unlucky rubber ducky though. Also, I just noticed that some people had Oh, there's like XP things now? That's kind of crazy. Okay, interesting. It's a shame because I really like IDW characters. Yeah, dude, IDW characters are so fun. Like Tangle alone is she could carry not carry a game by herself, but she could carry being the only IDW character in the mainline games for quite a while, I feel. And it really does suck that she's not allowed to shine in the way that she's supposed to. Because I feel like a lot of people would like her who aren't regular Sonic fans who just kind of like play Sonic here and there. I feel like a lot of folks would like Tangle, but unfortunate, and Whisper as well. But once again, you can't control what Sega does with their time, unfortunately. But it doesn't even have to be as complicated as we're thinking. It could really just be like, here's a new character, but they like to save new characters for anniversary games. So maybe Frontiers 2 or whatever the next mainline game is next year, maybe they will introduce somebody. Because you had Shadow in SA2 for the 10th anniversary. You had Silver for the 15th. You had Classic Sonic technically for the 20th. For the 25th, you had the Avatar, or Infinite, I guess is a better one. And then the 30th was just Sonic Frontiers. So, oh no, we were just talking about IDW characters into the main game. But as far as like the leaks for the IDW characters in Crossworlds, we kind of did tackle that. How they're probably gonna keep the IDW characters to like side games, which is really unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. So I hope they get introduced into a main one, but yeah. How do you feel about them though? Kidding. That sounds crazy. I'm gonna call you Puke because I don't want to call you Kidding. That's oh, I'm sorry. Okay. My bad. I didn't mean it like Discord mod type of thing. But how do you feel about the IDW characters, Puke? I think it's probably the best new character in a while. Yeah. Oh, and Surge. And I can't believe I forgot Surge. Yeah. Yeah. I've swapped color palettes of Sonic characters usually do the best. I mean, I showed you guys the whole Jet and Sonic thing. How they're like their silhouettes are the exact same. Just Jet has like an extra feather, or I guess whatever you want to call it. I guess yeah, feather. But you know, I hope IDW characters get their time to shine in mainline because they really do deserve it. They really do deserve it. Here's how you did post issue 200, or is it 300? I think it's two. Is it 300? Let me see. I can actually Google that right now. Shout out modern technology. I think it's supposed to be 200, post 200. They've all built mark post frontiers. Oh, they actually said they're going to go into post frontiers, really? But they have to introduce no, because Sage would be introduced afterwards, since she's technically, you know, dead according to Sonic and whatnot. Huh. Well, considering we're at 81, you know, we'll see. It's a while to go, especially if they keep getting delayed, because I know a few of them have gotten delayed by, what is it, like a couple of weeks to a month. So heavily hinted at. Okay, well, most of the time usually those are soft confirmations anyway, so that works out. That works out. Because I know that's something that Ian Flynn said that he wanted to do soon. So no, yeah, I know she's not actually dead. Come on now. I beat Frontiers twice. But you know, as far as Sonic and them are concerned, she's, you know, gone. even though she's just technology. So they should kind of know that Eggman has not the rights to her, whatever, but you know, he can just make another Sage essentially. But as far as Sonic is concerned, she's gone. She's gone. But yeah, I do want to see how they're going to bring her back. Are they going to bring her back in the next mainline entry is the question. That is the question that we have to consider. Would they do that? Because I don't know where else made another Sage. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But the question is, when it comes to Sage, where are they going to take her character? Like, where can they take her character? But they don't know that. Sonic and the gang don't know that. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, they don't know that. They don't. Because you don't want Sage to end up like another Metal Sonic, unfortunately. And it's weird. Actually, this is excellent. See, Frontier, you guys are coming up with excellent, you know, content ideas. I don't want Sage to end up like another Metal Sonic because the disrespect that Metal has gotten over the past couple of years, I think since in Generations that he was a non-issue. I'll say honestly, since Sonic 4 Episode 2, like after that, which is ironic because that game was better than the first one, but still kind of, you know. But the bad rep that Metal has gotten, you don't want Sage to go down that route because she's an interesting character. Like she's the first, not the first robot able to feel, but she's the first Eggman creation that like has had full will to step aside outside of Eggman, but she hasn't. And that makes her interesting because we've never seen that before, but also she's been shown to be able to put Eggman into his place, kind of, sort of. Like he takes her very seriously compared to his other robots. So I am very much so intrigued to see how he and Sage navigate their relationship in the future. But, you know. Yeah. Sonic series is in a good place though. I will say, all things considered. Very, very good place. Had a rough start with Sonic Colors Ultimate, but good place. The difference between Metal occasions. Yeah, and Metal is not a bad character just because of like what he stands for. If Metal is Eggman's, I'll put it to you this way. If Metal Sonic is Eggman's ego personified, then Sage is Eggman's, like, I guess, human nature personified. And those two, like the dynamic that those two could have, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely wonderful. Which is why I'm excited for those two out of any characters, no matter who we get in the next game, to actually talk to each other. Or not talk to each other, but interact with one another. And I think I even pointed it out in that Gerald Robotnik video I did. In the Metal Sonic video that I did, where Sage is the answer to everything that Metal wants, but it's a matter of, will he take the freedom, quote unquote, that she offers him, or will he just continue to be stuck in the same cycle? So let me see. Is that... Sage talked about badniks, in their minds, codes, whatever. Yeah, Sage can literally be like the psychiatrist or the therapist of Eggman's robots. Sage is in a way like the most Mr. Tinker thing. Dude, I really hope we get to a post Frontiers IDW soon. And I'm sure Ian is already cooking up something when it comes to the dynamic between Sage and Belle, because Eggman chose to, well, granted, he didn't choose Sage to come out the way that she did, but he embraced her. And to be fair, he did try to embrace Belle, and he did give her grace when it was like, look, you don't want to be, I'm giving you the freedom to choose. You can either stay here with me or you can go with Sonic and them. and obviously oh, I don't know the spoilers, but obviously she chose Sonic in them. But I feel like maybe that was the turning point for him leaning into the whole like embracing Sage's personality and independence type of thing. And that's gonna piss Bell off. So that's just something we'll have to wait and see. But I am very much so intrigued. So we shall see. We shall see. But like I said, I'm excited. 2020s was a rough start, at least for the games. Ultimate or Colors Ultimate came out. It was okay. I played it. It was fun. Didn't do anything, but then the next like remake or repackaging we got was Sonic Shadow Generations, and that was pretty solid. Movies were doing fine at that point. Movie 2 came in with a bang. Frontiers came in with a bang, even though the Sonic cycle has happened and people are like, but you know. And then obviously Shadow Generations with a bang. Superstars, okay. Dream Team, okay. But very good place. Searching even Metal. Yeah, I don't think he's ever like had an issue showing affection to Metal, but he knows look, Metal and Eggman's dynamic is so toxically good that it just works. It just works. And once again, pointed out in the Metal video, they are one and the same because Eggman, this is like if Sonic CD, if we're truly subscribing to the idea that Sonic CD came out after came before Sonic 2, Eggman getting his ass handed to him in Sonic 1 spurred him to create Metal out of necessity, because he's like, what the hell? No, this like into this thing that just beat my ass did it so effortlessly, but I can make something to prove that I'm better than him or better than it, even though I've never seen it before. So that was like 110% ego. Like that's all Metal has ever been, like a creation made out of a desire to be better than Sonic, which is why, guess what, he inherited that mindset. But that's fine because it was a product of the time. It's gotten kind of stale now, but once again, with Sage in the mix now, that can possibly start to change. Yeah, the sales figure. Yeah, I don't mind Superstars. I liked it, but I know that Sega, like you said, they do want Japan to be like a huge market for Sonic, but that's a slow burn, and we have to get there. I know a lot of the Japanese audience did like Frontiers because of the RPG elements, so they're probably gonna stick with that, which is good, but it's all gonna depend on how they continuously evolve. That's the biggest thing, because you can't completely shift from one market to another. You have to, unfortunately, try to do something that makes everyone happy. So, but I am excited for them. Like I said, I love the direction that we're going in, and it's been on the up and up for a while, despite what Sonic Twitter and everyone will have you believe. So, but yeah, dude, it's fun. It's fun being a Sonic fan again. It's fun being a Sonic fan. Only problem I have with Frontier is the amount of collectibles. Oh, well, the collectibles, not all of them are necessary, but I can see how that might be an issue. Like, collectathons are well, I can't even say they're niche because Astrobot was a collectathon. I think it just depends on the execution, but I'll give you that, Frontier. Sega themselves have been on a roll, and I feel like that started with Persona 5. Back in 16, 17? Persona 5 put Sega back on the map, which they've luckily been able to roll into, build into a whole, like, downhill momentum kind of thing. Wait, time out. You like the collectibles, like the little screws? How you have to collect all 90 of them? Or you like the music collectibles and chests and things like that? But yeah, the other studio, like every studio at Sega being able to collectively get better over time and space out these releases, oh yeah, 1000% has only done wonders for for everybody, honestly. So I think it's because you need to play the levels to unlock some of them. Okay. Oh, so you're just, so is your issue with the fact that you have to play cyberspace, or 'cause that's what it sounds like instead, Frontier? Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but if you're just like, yeah, I don't fuck with cyberspace, and that's understandable. That's understandable. The chest music notes, not the screws. The screws do suck. Yeah, the screws do suck. But yeah, I do like the chest and the music notes. Well, the music notes are from Generations, technically. So, but the chests are fun. The chests are fun to like navigate. There's so many hidden like crevices you can sneak into. Not sneak into, but you can work your way into for Shadow Generations, and I do appreciate that. 1000%. Excuse me. James finding the pass for the keys in each level is very fun. The keys as in, what do you mean? Like for the boss gates? Or am I confused? I'm confusing something. It's been a while since I played through Shadow Gens. I do need to do a replay eventually. Let me see. Oh, I can. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay. The keys to the chest. Ah, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, those are cool. I forgot that you had to actually, you know, get those keys as you're saying. I thought you could just play the levels and get them that way. What do you mean? You play through the levels to find them, and then they allow you to open the chest. That's what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The green, the yellow, and blue. Yeah, because the yellow was artwork. Either way, I know which ones you're talking about, like in the actual levels, and they force you to explore. So that part was fun. But also there's some in the main hub as well. So but oops. And then boom. But yeah. All right. Well, this has been a good session. Very good session. I have to find a more dedicated stream schedule because it's just been so busy. But now that I finished that huge video, I have some more time. So I'm probably gonna go back to like 11 a.m., maybe 11 to 12 a.m. streams eventually. Hopefully starting with this next week. But you know, July is gonna be a busy month of work, so gotta get to it. At least I want it to be a busy month. So I think it was blue art, yellow music, green shadow star. Ah, yeah. Oh, plus the Gerald's journal entries in the sky as well. Those are, although I feel like those spawned randomly. I don't know how to explain it. Because I thought I collected all of them, but I'm still seeing some pop up every so often whenever I'm in the game. So I guess I haven't. But no, either way, those are fun to collect. I think I've gotten all the music chests. If maybe not like one or two, but I'm not really changing the music in Shadow Gens like I was for Sonic Gens, just because I like the music in Shadow Gens. Also, happy for 4th of July was yesterday. Oh my god. Like I said, it's been busy. But yeah, 4th of July was yesterday. It was cool. It was cool. I know you guys don't celebrate you know, your Independence Day yesterday. Does New Zealand have an Independence Day? Or has it always been free from conquerors? I feel like I haven't heard much about New Zealand's history. We do? Oh, okay. When is that? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, I'm stupid. I keep forgetting Google's at my disposal. New Zealand's Independence Day. Can't remember. It's why I celebrate anniversary treaty of. Ah, okay. So yeah, same idea, same concept then. Okay. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Well, whenever it is, in case it's today, I know it's not today, but you know, happy Independence Day. In case I missed it or will miss it, but yeah, I'm gonna call it there though. I'm gonna call it there. Good conversations. Really upset about Sonic Smackdown, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, good stream. 2.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad. I need to go eat something. I have not eaten today, so that would be the #1 mistake I make. For nah, it's cool. Understandable. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Good to see you, Frontier. Good to see you, everyone else who hopped in. Anyone? Oops, that's still around. Sorry about that. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. Get some well rest. Or actually Sunday for you, Frontier. But get some good rest. You know, whatnot. Yeah, and no worries. Oh, thank you. I was gonna call you Kitten again, but thank you, Puke. I appreciate it. Well, gonna get back to character bios soon. I know that's what usually draws people, so I'm gonna get back to that. But look forward to the next one. It's gonna be interesting. You missed a lot of the good conversation earlier, but I'm still glad that you joined in. And yeah, I'll let you guys when I stream next time. And that's it. But have a great rest of your day. Talk to you all later. Love you, miss you already. And that's it. That's it.